Hello everyone, showcasing how to use polars in Python as a data analysis tool. I'll be using Anaconda as the VM virtual environment. I'll be using VS Code as the editor and be using Python 3.12.9. I have NumPy here just to help generate fake data for this tutorial. Right here, it's just a random data frame I made up just to make up some data. It's just random, but to get started with polars, usually what you want to do is read in data. The best way to do it is just like pandas. You just do df equals pl.read. It just has a bunch of different values. Usually we do csv and then we just do a path, but we won't be using that. We'll be using this data frame. You can also do, I'm just gonna make a different one, a dictionary, just like pandas data frame, and just like pandas we just do random values. See and that will make our first data frame head, as you can see here, right here. But here's so the first thing is, well, methods to actually look at. How do we examine our data frame? Let's say like here, just like pandas, it does have the head method, print df.head. You can specify it. Usually it's the first 5. You can specify 10, and it'll do the same thing. Do print and tell, just like pandas, it has the tell method as well. Tell, let's do 5. Okay, need to save it. 5 right here. We see the bottom 5. We can also do a sample. Cool. Let's just do 5 as well, and look at 5 random samples. A cool thing about polars instead of pandas is it actually gives you your data types and the call, so you know what each value is. So the ID is int 64, city string, years an int, sales an int, and cost is an int. Another cool things is just like pandas, instead of doing info, we do schema. We don't need the parentheses, and it tell you what each value is. Then the next one that's pretty cool is the describe method. Describe This gives you stats right here. It's cool, useful method. Next what I want to show you is selecting unique values. So let's right here. So let's see. We just copy you. I want to select you. So cool thing with this is we just do select year dot head, just so we don't do the full data frame. And bam, we can just look at one column, or let's say we want to look at multiple. Year and cell. Then we do select and cells, and we do head right here, which is pretty cool. Next, one more thing is like how we can do those heads. We can describe those as well. It doesn't have to just be those, so year, cell, and cost. Since this just makes a data frame, we can just do whatever method on it, describe method. Next, I want to show you how to slice and filter. So slice and filter. You right here. So slice. This one's pretty easy. So you just do data frame slice, and then whatever you want. So index 2 to 3, and forget this, do it. But right here, we just look at those. To filter, pretty simple as well. It's a cool command. It just helps filter, and here's dpl column ID equals, let's say 10. So we're gonna filter to just wherever the column is equal to 10, and right here, Chicago. Now let's do a query. Let's do print df filter, and then let's do, this is just a more advanced one. We can do whatever. So where cells is greater than 150, and where, let's say, city is Boston. And then we just right here. Yeah. you can just do whatever. So filter is pretty easy. You can do queries or whatever, select whatever values you want with it. Now let's go into adding and modifying specific rows. Fine. Say modify. Easier. We just grab this guy. So I'm gonna add a column called, let's say, profit with columns. It's not as easy as pandas, but you can just make value like this, like profit is equal. We have to do a with column, and since we're doing profit, let's do cells minus pl dot call cost alias profit, and then we just do print head. Bam, we have profit. Another example is, let's say we want to add margin. So let's do profit divided by cells, and then we just do margin right here. And then to add a column, instead of like adding, to modify, let's just say modify floor. So then let's say city string case dot alias city. Bam, right here. Now they're all. Now all of them are lowercase. And then we can also do a rename. We can also rename a column by doing this. Rename. Let's see here. What was it? df equals df. Rename. Let's rename city. Oh, one second. I need to put it in a dictionary. City to say city. Yeah. Head. Bam, right here. Next is how to deal with missing values and pollers. Missing values. Should introduce, so let's say missing, let's do equals df margin, which would dot numpy dot copy to 2 to 5 is equal to MP NAN. Then df equals df dot columns series m. Let's see, let's print all nulls. Some let's do 10. Right here we have 3 nulls, or 3 NAs, and a margin column. So then how we can fill with it is, let's see, let's do the mean of margin. So let's do fill mean. Equal df margin dot mean. Df equals df with columns dot column margin dot it is NaN, my bad. Is that null? It's weird. 1 second. I found the issues. I set it to a numpy. NumPy values. I should set it to pandas, Python thing. So for I in range of 2 to 5, let's do m of I is equal to none. Df equals df with columns pl dot series, same thing. Margin m, print nulls is equal to df sub bad do equals that is null dot sum right here. My bad, need to do this quick. So then if I go back to do the mean, margin is equal to df margin dot mean this can work. The issue before was that it was a numpy, so there wasn't looking at it correctly. Margin. So then all we need to do is do how many nulls do we have now? Let me just copy this, and then I'll just do output dot head. Let's do 10, and right there it's fixed. Next, let me show you grouping and aggregation. Aggregating, I'm at aggregating. Let's do print grouping cells by city. df dot by city dot ag. But there we go. Right here. Now let's do I have multi-example. We just copy you. Multi group, and then let's do group by. Let's make it into a list so we can select more city and year. Do multiple aggregates. So let's just nicer. So then the first thing is pl count. Let's do id dot alias orders. So how many were there? pl dot sum cells dot alias new, then one more pl dot sum profit, and we just say profit here as well, and then we want to sort it by city, then year. empty. So that's how you do a multi-group by aggregation. Now let's just go and show you how to do sorting and counting. So let's say top 10 profit. So I want to print my df dot sort by profit descending equals true dot head 10. Bam, top 10 profit. Now next is count. We would just do print df. Let's just count the city. Values count. And that should give us like 3. Yeah. So 19, 17 right there. Next, I'm going to show you how to concat and merge data frames. Cat slash merge. Head and tail. Head 5. Let's show both of them. So let's do 1 and then comma a print dash n part b, and then I'll show you the concat. So pl dot concat part a comma part b right here, and then this is the tail and this is the head, and then we just mesh them together. Next is merging. Merge with lookup. So let's see, let's make a lookup table pl dot data frame. Let's say city. Austin, Boston, Chicago, and then let's do population. Let's do 100, 400, and 51. I can print it. Look up. So you can see it right here. And then this is how we usually, if we need to use 2 different tables with same key, just do join, look up, Oh, my bad. Let me just type it out. Look up on city how equals left. We usually do left joins. HDF select city population, and then let's just do profit right here. So we know that they both joined. And then the last thing of a lot of projects is how to save a CSV after you do some feature engineering, whatever. We usually just do df dot write CSV and then whatever path you want. But yeah, thank you for watching this. If this was helpful, let me know. If I missed anything or if there's any mistakes, let me know down in the comments. I'll give you the GitHub link and you guys can copy it and mess with it however you like. Thank you.